I'm Bernie Traurig. I would like to emphasize the importance of this exercise presented beautifully here by Val Renihan and compliment her for her recognition of all its benefits. The United States Pony Club D manual states, this exercise improves your seat, balance, and suppleness without having to control your pony. I couldn't agree more. I was fortunate early on in my Pony Club days to have Sarah Kavanaugh Schwartz take enough interest in me to implement this exercise into my training. But the buck didn't stop there. Later on in my eventing days at Gladstone, this became the norm, and when I had a chance to train with the coach of the show jumping team, Bert Denemethy, I really became aware of the importance of this exercise. I witnessed some of Bert's established team riders who came to train at Gladstone perform these exercises on the lunge, even at their level, seasoned Olympic game riders. This is a quote from Bert from his book, The Denemethy Method. There is no better way to establish a correct seat, the foundation of all riding, than riding on the lunge without stirrups. Such practice makes sense only if the horse is well trained on the lunge line. It must have a good disposition and move evenly and calmly so that the instructor and rider may both concentrate on the details of the rider's seat. Riders should have a certain degree of proficiency before attempting this exercise. I hope this topic inspires you to incorporate this exercise into your training program.
Hi, welcome to EquestrianCoach.com. I'm Val Renihan. This is Genevieve Zock and our horse Amaris. Today we're going to work on a lunge lesson. Genevieve's a junior in her last junior year. She's been with me for 6 years now, and I'm a big believer in getting the kids strong and secure and getting their arm and seat independent. So I like doing lunge lessons with them periodically. So to start, we put the lunge line, I like putting it over their head so I can control them a little bit better. We have a pair of just loose floppy side reins, help keep them a little bit straight. I always leave the reins on so that they've got them if they need to grab them for any reason, if the horse would spook or do something. I unbuckle them, I tie them in one knot, and then I reattach them to this little D so that they're not where they're gonna hang down, and they're crossed there where they can easily get a hold of them if they need to grab the reins. All right, grab the pommel of the saddle, and I want you to push that knee down as much as you can. You can go to the 2-point for a second, push your knee back and step down into that leg. Good, and sit back down. Good, now keep a hold of the pommel and let's go to the sitting trot. Good, keep that shoulder open. Now, while they've got a hold of the pommel, I want her to flap her elbows once or twice because I don't want it a strong pull, but I want them to secure their seat bones a little bit into the front of the saddle and steady their hand. Good. Now put your arms straight out to the side. That's it. And go from sitting and go to the 2-point. This is a good exercise to work on their balance. Good, sitting again. Good. Now swing your arms, cross them in front, and really stretch your shoulders open when you're swinging them back. This gets them, their back relaxed and gets them, their shoulder blades straight. Good, and go to the posting trot. That's right, and now the 2-point. Work that leg down, stay into that heel, lift your head up a little bit. That's it, good. And you can sit back down, grab the pommel, and let's drop your stirrups. A little more leg back underneath you. I'm gonna let her without her stirrups stretch your knee down a little bit. Good, and hands out to the side and swing your arms, cross them in front, really stretch them back when you stretch them. Good, leg back and turn it in. Good, now put your arms above your head, reach up high, keep working on it. This really teaches them about sitting. You know, they can't use their hands on the horse's mouth, and they really learn to sit well this way. Good. Arms out to the side and touch opposite toes. That's it. This exercise is difficult. She's lunged enough that, you know, she can do it. You might not do it with someone right off the bat, or you know, they might need to learn to do it at the walk. Good. Again, keep your toe in so your spur isn't hitting him. Good. He's trying to be a little careful with her. Every time she goes down, he thinks she's fallen off, so he's going to walk. Good. Now down to the neck. Touch your chest to his neck. Good. And back up. Both of these exercises, touching the opposite toes, going down to the neck and back up, that works on your strength. It gets your legs tight and strong. Good. Now go back. Put your arms in front of you when you go back. Same with this. Good. Keep that knee down. That one's a hard one, and it really works the stomach muscles. Your abs are always sore after you do that enough times. Good. And grab the pommel. Leg back, turn your knee and toe in, and let's canter. Stay tall. Good. Stretch up a little bit, little more leg. Good. Now arms out to the side and start swinging them, crossing them. Open those shoulders. Lift your head up a little bit. That's it. Leg down and let your seat follow that saddle. Trying to get rid of any bounce she has in her seat, so she really gets her seat down in the tack. Good. Chin up. Good. Arms out to the side. And now turn to the inside and the outside. Face me, face away. Good. This helps make sure that your rider, they're balanced and they're the same on both sides, that they can turn one way and the other easily, turning the same. A lot of people are more stiff to one side than the other. Good. Now sit straight, and now make a circle with your arms. Take your arm forward one at a time, forward, up, back, and down. Other way around. There you go. One at a time. There you go. Now this one. One circle. There you go. That's it. Good. Stretch tall. Good. Now sit straight and go for opposite toes again. That's it. Good. Keep your leg. Good. And again. Good. And the other one. Good. Now sit straight. And go back. That's it. Arms in front of you when you go back. It's easier. When they go back, I have them put their arms straight in front of you. Good. Go back. That's it. And back up. And arms out to the side and go down. Go down to the neck. Good. And back up. Good. Now we're going to work a couple transitions. I want you to go back to the walk by stepping down. Tall. Good. If I have a rider that's having a little trouble with one, the rider really wants to use their arms for every transition, I'll make them get on the lunge line and do the transitions, without the reins, so they learn that there are other aids to help them bring their horse back. So many riders want to just, pull, and they've got to learn that you don't really need your reins. Of course, strong horses, you're gonna, you do, but there are other aids that you can get it done. This horse demonstrates it beautifully because he'd rather walk than canter anyway. He's nice and quiet, but one more time. Let's see the canter. Stretch up tall. Good. Put your arms straight in front of you now. Good. Put them straight. Straighten your fingers a little bit. That's it. I like the exercise. I tell them to imagine they're balancing glasses of water on their hands and not to spill the water, so they can work on a steady hand through the gates. Now the downward transition to the walk. Keep your hands as still as you can. Good. Little voice. Good. Hands up a little higher. Good. That's right. Canter one more time. Don't spill the water. Keep your hand steady. Outside leg. Good. Keep that hand as steady as you can. Good. And walk again. Sink down. Good. Good. When you do the lunge, you do it both directions. So I'm going to stop and turn her around. Good. Pull them out to the side. The other thing you want to be a little careful at when you turn the horses around, if it's one that's not as quiet as this, make sure the rider maybe takes the reins, and when they go out and you pick up the whip very gently. A lot of horses on the regular lunge line, when you turn them around and you pick the whip up, they want to take off. So, make sure that you do it, thinking about what's going on a little bit. All right, sitting trot, arm in front of you. Hold your hands as quiet as you can. Imagine carrying glasses of water on them and don't spill the water. Good. Leg back and turn it in. Good. Little more leg. Make him get in front of you. That's it. Now swing your arms and cross them. Good. I really use this a lot, even in their regular lessons when they're not lunging. I'll have them swing one arm at a time. I think it's excellent to get their arm loose and flexible. Biggest thing I hate is stiffness. I want their leg and seat tight and secure, but I really want their arms elastic, and this is a great exercise for that. Gets them not depending on their arm. Good. And posting trot. The lunge lessons are hard enough that I don't make them post too long. They can post without their stirrups plenty when they're in a regular lesson without stirrups, so I don't make them post too long. Back to the sitting trot. Good. Now arms straight out to the side. Straight to the side. That's it. Good. Now turn face in and face out, twisting at your waist, letting your body turn. Leg back a little bit. Keep that, there you go. Good, and straight, leg back. Good, now touch opposite toes again. That's right, good. Good, and sit back up. Touch your chest to the neck. And back up. And lean back. Good, and back up. Good. Now watch your hands, hold them up a little higher and canter without bouncing them. Outside leg, good. Good, hands up. That's right, good. Now start swinging them, crossing them. That's right, nice and tall, leg back a little bit, turn your knee and toe in. There, now your leg's in the right position. Good. Now swing one arm at a time, forward and around. Do the backstroke. There. That's right. Lower leg tight. Give them a little nudge with your spur once. Activate them a little. Good. Good. Now sit straight. And I want you're going to go down to the neck, hold it 4 strides, sit up 4 strides, lean back for 4 strides. Good. Sit back up and then back. Good, and sit back up. Good, and then one time touch his tail. Reach with your right hand and touch his tail. Good. Now reach with your left hand, touch his tail. That's it, good. Good, arms in front of you. And go to the walk by stretching and sinking. That's it, keep sinking down. Good, and relax. So I hope you enjoyed our lunge lesson today. This is an exercise that I feel is really important to their base and getting the kids supple. It also, everyone has a stiff side or the other, and you can work these exercises and really make sure that the kids get ambidextrous and they're comfortable going to the right as well as the left. Almost everybody is a little bit one-sided, and these exercises are great for that. They're great for building their strength and their core muscles and in their flexibility. So I hope you enjoyed our lunge lesson today. This is Genevieve Zock, and I'm Val Renihan. Thanks for joining us on equestriancoach.com.